The resignation of Congresswoman Katie Hill has touched off a raging debate over the lengths to which a media outlet should go in reporting on the alleged misdeeds of an elected official.
This can be hard.
Katie Hill made a splash in the 2018 elections.
I think you are the most interesting and intriguing and brilliant candidate.
The openly bisexual California Democrat captured a district long held by the GOP and seemingly had a bright future. Then suddenly...
And last night I announced the most difficult decision of my life, that I would be resigning from Congress.
Hill's resignation followed lurid stories in the Daily Mail and the website Red State that she and her husband had a three-way relationship with a campaign worker, and that Hill also had an affair with a congressional staffer. Both outlets included intimate pictures of Hill, which we have blurred.
Katie Hill was facing growing pressure and a House ethics investigation into these allegations.
As to how the story broke, most media outlets were more circumspect.
Conservative outlets and tabloids publishing nude pictures of Hill and the campaign staffer online.
Hill, as you mentioned, is in the middle of a bitter, nasty divorce battle. She says her husband is abusive and is accusing him of running a, quote, smear campaign against her.
In her final floor speech, Hill fired back at her enemies, including the media, for giving a platform to what she says was revenge porn.
I'm leaving because of a misogynistic culture that gleefully consumed my naked pictures, capitalized on my sexuality, and enabled my abusive ex to continue that abuse, this time with the entire country watching.
For its part, Red State rejects the criticism, saying this story is not anything other than Hill's behavior as a candidate and congresswoman and her use of power for sexual satisfaction. All right, so Callie, let's just say you're the recipient of this material, and you look at it and you've reported and proven to your own satisfaction that she did proceed in this way. And obviously some of it appears to be misconduct. You have the pictures. What are you going to do?
Well, I would not run them, and you know, I'm a person that I like all kinds of gossip, but this is not my business. When you get to the point where she is involved with a staffer, I think you do that work, and then you.
She denies that.
I understand that. So I'm saying that that's the only piece of this that to me is investigatable or whatever, you know, that should be under scrutiny. I will say that she is under public opinion scrutiny for the affair with her campaign staffer, and even though that's not part of this. That's a hard thing for a woman to overcome. And so I believe her when she talks about, you know, the double standard. Maybe a guy could get it past that. I don't know. But for sure, a woman it's not happening for a woman. That's just not happening. Nobody is going to allow her to just have whatever affair she has sexually outside, not in the not breaking any ethical rules and let that go. That's just not going to, that was never going to happen.
There have been pictures printed before, though. John Edwards, Jesse Jackson, and where do you draw the line?
Andrew Weiner.
Yeah?
I think that she really has to know that aside from all of this, what her husband did was reprehensible, okay? And it was revenge porn. And, but we should still be reporting on her fitness to be in office. Whether you show pictures or not, that's another matter. But I think that she has to know, as a member of Congress, if you have an affair with someone you're paying, whether a campaign staffer or someone who works for you, that is an abuse of power. And it should be reported on as far as your fitness to be in office. And you should also think twice. There should be yet another lesson. When you have pictures taken of you, my goodness, what are you thinking? It's a profound lack of judgment to allow pictures to be taken of you in situations like this.
Well, she says she didn't know any pictures have been taken.
Come on.
Well, if you look at the pictures,
if
you look at the pictures, it's hard to believe that she didn't
It is hard to believe, yes.
And the affair with the woman who was, 23?
Yeah.
22.
She was very young. She was very young, and that's what kind of breaks my heart. The pictures are one thing. I don't think any respectable news outlet would reproduce those pictures, but it is a story. The story is valid, and she gave that young woman a job after the affair.
What about printing them with blurred images? Because actually the Daily Mail did blur certain parts of the picture.
Well, only certain.
Yeah.
No, listen, all right, I'll admit I'm kind of prudish. I was like,
Did it change your view of the story? Did it change your view of the story?
No. I just think it was a lot, That's why I'm saying that was none of my business to see. I believe that.
There is no excuse to run revenge porn. I mean, I'm going to end up agreeing with everybody here. No excuse to run the pictures whatsoever, but certainly whether she was having an affair with somebody on her congressional staff is well worth reporting, because if it's true, it's a violation of House rules. And even having an affair with somebody on her campaign staff is, as we've said, an abuse of power, and that she has essentially admitted to.